welcome to the we're here today. We are here today, Here today, go through Shadowbringers story. Go. Taste of honey. A little bit of mushroom. And those that noticed, closer look at her. I did, yes. They both her eyes, two different colors. So, she's the sister that has the two different eye colors. So that is how I designed the character. But yeah, so she's the sister that has the I think I say it wrong, but yeah, she's a sister that has both eye colors, purple and green. So I always thought she looks kind of cute that way. So that's how she looks. So Katsiya, the Gunbreaker. Yeah. So without further ado, we're gonna go start some more Shadowbringers story. Time to start. Alright, we go. Taste the funny. The amiable maiden appears suddenly concerned. Okay. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted you your work unduly. It's where in the city it is, then you really must visit the beehive. It's always busy, buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista May usually has a seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself in a place. Okay. I remember this. Beehive. Yes, I remember Beehive. Okay, alright. There we go. Just, welcome to the Beehive. My little friend, seeking a state of excitement to liven up your day. I can tell at a glance when folks are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering you see. Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards? Set your eyes, eh? No game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. You win, I'll let you sing a favourite with the reason of course interested. Game of high or low then. Yeah, time like I say. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 on mine. thought we thought it'd be higher or lower than mine? Low. Right, let's see what we got. Ah! My card's out to 15 and you have a total of 12! Oh yeah! Congratulations, that's right! Usually I conceal defeat at this point, but what do you say, a rematch, one more win, then we'll make up with that favor. I sort of the deck. 3 catch you, 3 catch me, you flip your own, you flip back, flip yours. Hi. Woo! Well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this newcomer. Congratulations to yours as the surprise I promised. Oh crap, I totally skipped right over that. My bad. I do that quick. I do that sometimes. I do apologize. That's all. How do I feel wholesome? But for now, just what you want, then that's what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most dangerous thing about this is how safely from the sin, he says. They say Lord Valtry was within the power to decapitation machine. And more in need of a razor weapon in this sense of the city. Was that kind of thing you wish to know if you wish to see the needs of your confidence by your own voice? Sorry. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of a third over there. There's not that many. There's not that merry salt likes more than the sound of his own voice. So we're about to talk to this guy. Ether. What's that? News here, more you say? Only just arrived and already here looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm already home for chat, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I'll tell you what, you hop up on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have a little stuff to our dog. Here. Lots of stuff here. That's the way. That's like the tomorrow. What a piece of pervert, I can tell you that much. Whistle, now that was a show. You're welcome to climb up on stage anytime you like. So what was you want to ask me? Ah, yeah, something about a fair city. Well, I can't tell you. It wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Elmorian army made the very essence military but even more forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Senators. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see, tons and docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Yomor, no longer enemy to be defeated. And yet Prussia, and yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battle. Ah! A toast to Lord Volthry. Again, preliminary sent to the city, the Chias and Alpha now will be expecting your return. Oh, the Chais. I want to say the Chias. I don't know. The Chais and Alpha now. Okay. The Chais and Alpha now. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphino has yet to put brush to canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told, or good artists apparently. Ah, finally. The garments you chose, is this satisfactory? Oh goodness gracious me, that last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy, however am I to decide? Accepted the lad is not as dear as not a dressed up doll. About time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly. Well, I'd not. That is to say, as long as you. Just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint anyone with notice. Anyway, say, darling, so shall we pick out some jewelry next? Oi, oi. Alpha now draws you closer with news. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty. Apparently their aesthetic extends to how she stressed while painting. This obsession of yours works in our favor. The time I spend doing indulging these distractions, this time will be used for continued explorations. This expression I can deal with the very yours. It's the military headquarters. I'm sure the other story Snob, snub. Yeah, you're on the bottom, aren't you? Like me? Jeez, I think my throat is... I can't sing anymore. I've been making these excuses, but it's not getting any better. My patient thinks I'm no use to, but then... I need you to stick out... I need you to stick out to the sky market and shoot the door check. Here's this... to pay for his medicines. Please, I can't know what else closed. Buttress. Oh. I really barely. Prevailing care for an alien voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. Must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. They kick her from last time one. Not simply silence her chirps. Oh, you didn't know. Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few I ever seen to leave corpses. Well, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest gone. A town of nightmares. And it is. Not when the ship's rat. Oh, no. I am content to scurry around down here and nip on the crumb far from the table. This constellation is over. You may predict. You got my verdict, and I have my murder. That's it. What am I to do? I can't sing. I thought you must be Canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous, sir, have mercy. I don't know I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time. I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave, but you needed friends. I'll not reward you hours. That's true, but cast you out into the streets. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day became more burden to you than treasure. I shall have a word with Lord Valtteri and arrange for your ascension. In a paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it's a step too far. No. No, you would do that for me? Of course. Why would I wish to hasten my own attention on your last instrument was waiting there to greet me? Ascension? That's too good to be true. Thank you, sir, but for banning concluding flashback you must be new, or I will say article such. Now allow me to lay your suspicions. As all know, this need to exist by the sinful, but also to listen together, the souls listen. And shepherd them unto celestial paradise. Ah! Alrighty. Mr. Lord Valtteri, that we learn this truth. Mr. Lord Valtteri's grace, that the free of Copia, that the free people of Elmars are destined to embrace salvation. Us is better days surrounded by love and merriment until at least we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Truly a great man, isn't he? However you choose us, we must be our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compensation, for the compassion. You show my precious canary. It's good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the giants appear otherwise occupied. Can you share what your investigation has been thus far? A road bouncing bounce. Over seniors, I see. That will explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizens. Such a business, I cannot help them. I mind the apocryphal honors marks of so many folk have entered the city. Where do they go? Hey, 71. Everything is ad break starting in 1 minute 40 seconds. I take my eye off you for one moment, and you're chattering away. That assist is yours. Am I to assume that the outline is done, then? What in the blazes? So unflattering! Explain yourself, Alpha. What is your artistic interpretation? She evokes images of affluence and nobility. Overwhelm the viewer with boundless beauty. Has was to come about your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seems to me that a realistic portrayal. Realistic and one realism, I want perfection. A spectacle that slacken jaws and weaken knees to make people cry out in amazement. I'll put a blank canvas and above. Tell to make you commit a noble blood. Please. There's a villain who is set to ruin our fair city. We've got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer! Justice is poised to come crushing it in one. One and all who departs. All are invited to join his lordship in the offer. How constant? How dreadful. And as bad as to face sentencing? What? In fact, if you curse, might be what you're going along for the experience. The offer mentioned is part of the emergent. The level above us where Lord of all three rides resides. Ordinarily, you'd be barred from entering, but it seems He'll be opening the doors for the next little while. The crown. Good, we'll take you up there.
That's him. That's Vorthri. He is attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12. Katsiya, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do, but offer the sinner another way to show his contrition?
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Katsiya won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Oh, harsh.
Can you walk? I think so.
Harsh.
Did that little worm just insult me?
He did.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! And tear out their hearts!
God. Forgive me in my anger. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. It's probably best we leave this island together. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. Okay. I've seen the world. I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that battle against sinners will find very few allies in Katsiya. I will accompany you back to Katsiya. We need to regroup and rethink. Brave to serve us. You were hungry and desperate and offered you. Now you without what's with If I had known the price, you would be made to pay.
gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Westford is all dead. Am I going to Mysterium? I am certain we can find work for you there, if you're willing. No. That would just be... guidance again. I need to learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. You must promise you be careful. The Immortalians might yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry, and you take care too. Even the chance to repay what you've done for me. Well. Morning, Lady Chai. Where the blazes you? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait of now I've had many beautiful striking pictures painted from it. There was something about your book. It was as if you had caught the very essence of my love and naked upon the canvas. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. Ask me the Lord about you and vouch for your character. I'm sure we will hope and any hard feelings. I want the driver. What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments. But I would not presume to take the garments you're so kind as to procure from me. One moment. I want to hear, keep the cloak, you silly boy, I insist. Now, I shall make arrangements that you can pass through the gate without causing it stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. Next time we meet, I shall be better prepared for the corruption which hides behind that glittering facade. It's facade, actually, yeah. It's facade. Yeah. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. It was not the quite joyous outcome I had hoped for. Our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans were... Saying the first, our leg involved the aid of Lord Valtre and his subjects. Come must we speak with the Arxarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. I think it's best that you visit Alizé. Or if you get any shoes, you guys need to go as The Crystal Exarch is eager for you to meet up with Alizé. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right on back. We're just gonna go grab some more water. We'll be right back. Ow.
gentlemen. In search of Alizé. Here we go. In search of Alizé. Alrighty. Amarang, yes. I know she is particularly concerned for your well-being. She first impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was repeatedly. I only hope to enjoy his last ever merchant caravan. I see that you wish for this. Oh, a friend of the exile. Hope we meet someone on the right, are you? As we got, I set out to our post. I was about to set out to our post as a matter of fact, so you know everything you know?
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Navarans, Amarang. I never fails to catch you off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night. The skies still bright, of course, when it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now the exile cloud. I'll take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alizé for yours to stay. That's very old distance, so you always make a stop in more Stoke to break up the trek. I'm to attend to some business. I do to that must be good. Alright, you lot of them. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I better not see the goods coming with the sun when I get back. Straight as an arrow. Miyamoto, this is your first visit to Amaran, is it not? You cross the riverside and you need to turn around and feast your eyes on nuts. It was a giant freaking broccoli. They built them. Get on my bed here. Okay. Okay. They built. Oh crap. Okay. Alright. Sorry, Elizabeth. Just making sure my alarm is on. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, in a little bit here, we are going to call it quits. Once we get to Alizé, we are going to have to call it quits for the stream. I cannot keep going for 2 hours because we have work at night. Even though we have work at 9:30 in the morning tomorrow, we still have to keep the schedule. So, yeah. They built a good shock about 4 weeks to protect the home, which is now working. Singles on mine, I believe it when they say there was once no fronts, audience nations. I listened to the flow came along, great chunks in the ones who just to see adventure, the moment I survived didn't seem much more than saying most of them anyway. No, not many shows to come here these days, not with everything in ruins, even that hulking great fortress become a little more than not everyone is deserted in this place. Just wait till you see more inside. Let's move on, shall we?
It was all matter of others too. As all matter of FF14 displaced by the floods, the population never been. If not diverse, how have you made a met? Oh, have you met might look shifty little blighters. Welcome, you never wish to make. We compare as much as the master
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsook.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mordsook's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrows. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
you like those chewy skewers? Fine small frogs hiding under rocks. Spray with a stick that goes never fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. That's my everybody bouncy. They were the best parts of lizard kid. That's what they're cured with special spices. Some for the small children to put a little warm you up on chilly desert nights. I call that bush loaf. The middle of something bittersweet cactus fruit, so you know the french fries out. And some boys on the inside keeps it going, you know. Ah, very wise, you won't wither the sands of the cult. Full of cactus fruit filling. You have to go. And what buys you 40 loaves of bread. Thanks for the great generosity. Yes, that returns. Katsiya. Lana Cosmic Play Relish. Welcome everyone, sir. Immediately now around, we are here tonight. You have courage, my friend. Rodron's wares are more exotic than harmful. Yeah, more on the morrow. Now that you've eaten, I trust you're back on the road. Would you mind if we delay on to punch our touch? I have a few delays. To call back to school with me here myself. Oh, offer your services, are you? Hey, I will assist. But an assistant would certainly days long. Goods that need to be in the market. All properly paid for, you just need to do the lifting you can. I'll go take care of some last minute. I'll go and take I'll see you in a bit. Review. Keep it desire.
Alright, coming for work. He's got the wrong place. He has no outstanding orders in my shop. Yeah, good. Please take the Right, yeah, what was it again?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, and